Hey everyone, welcome. Today I went to the flea market and there was a really cool video game booth there with tons of games and some systems, and I found this used PlayStation 1. I thought I would make a little video checking it out. I'm going to open her up and maybe give it a good cleaning, see what it looks like inside. Externally it's pretty decent looking. Nothing too glaring or obviously bad. The person said it worked, so. But it does smell a little bit like it came from a smoking home. But we'll see. As you can tell, the price tag here was like $40. But we were able to haggle it down to $35, so it's a pretty good deal. I've been wanting to pick up a PlayStation 1 for a while, since I haven't owned one in a long time, and I have a few PlayStation 1 games that I've been wanting to be able to play, so hopefully this will function like I hope it does. It came with, like the AV cables and the power cord over here, and then also it had one controller, so that's pretty good. That's the one with the analog sticks on it too. So it's pretty nice. But we're going to see how it all shapes up. So on the back here we got like 6 screws. And I got my trusty iFixit toolkit. And the screwdriver should be it's a standard Phillips head. The screws look a little corroded. I don't know if you can tell, but they're a little messy looking. Probably can't see there, but so let's see about removing these screws and see what we got. Oh, there she is. Oh yeah, that's like very kind of cigarette-y smell or some kind of smoke smell, but yeah, it's very like dusty and kind of grimy looking inside there, which is to be expected. I want to stay away from this section. That's like the power supply, which could, after all these years, still hold some kind of charge. I don't know the last time this was plugged in. I haven't plugged it in yet since I got it. But it looks pretty solid. Nothing obviously wrong. But yeah, we got the power supply there, and then there's the disk drive. You can give that laser, or the lens of the laser there, a little bit of a cleaning with alcohol. There's a lot of dirt and dust and grime in there. Let's see if we can disattach some of this. And maybe get in there and expose the motherboard. Then I'm going to be able to give it a nice cleaning, maybe some of these parts, at least a good dusting. I wiped the outside of it down with a antibacterial wipe. Just to be safe. There we go. That's the connector for the power supply. There are a few screws holding the motherboard, holding this metal plate down. So, see how much of this we can take apart. See. Oh, that just comes right off, doesn't it? I see. The disk drive just basically sits right on there. That's nice. Try to get these connectors out without breaking something. Okay, look, yeah, that's gross. Very grimy with years and years of buildup of who knows what. There we go. That was stuck in there, but the disk drive out. Do some cleaning there, maybe. Okay. Now we got the disk drive off. I took some of these screws out. Let's see. Oh, there's more screws on there. Missed one. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Things are moving. There we go. Metal plate taken off, very dirty. I'm gonna clean that decently. Okay. Now we're to the motherboard. Looks pretty good. I just want to scrub down some of these. Looks almost like there's rust right here. A little bit out. We'll just give it a good scrubbing. Giving it a decent cleaning. There wasn't really too much to clean. The board looks pretty pristine. There was just a lot of dirt and dust built up on some of the plastic components and this metal shield. It was quite a bit dusty and dirty and who knows what. But I used several little Q-tips, and you can see the tip of it gets pretty black there. There's a lot of dirt and gunk and stuff. But mostly just standard stuff to clean off. Nothing crazy. And then let's see, I'm also going to take a Q-tip of some alcohol. And I'm going to clean the laser of the disk drive. Okay. Alright. Looks pretty good. Nothing too bad there. Alright, so clean I can see my reflection in it. That should be pretty good. Didn't seem like it was too dirty, which is impressive. And because this is 99% alcohol, should dry up pretty quickly and be ready to reassemble or fire up. But so let's start putting things back together. Since I got most of the dirt and grime cleaned off, overall it looked pretty good. Let's see, this metal shield goes back on here. Hang on a second. Alright, it's back together. Now, just to see if it works, after reassembling it. So, let's plug it in and fire her up. Okay, we got all the AV cables and power hooked in. And I have these two PlayStation 1 games I've been wanting to be able to finally play. So, stick one of them in there. Then we'll just hit that power switch for the moment of truth. Open. Alright. Locked and loaded. And okay, everybody, I'm recording this portion of the video like about a week or so after I recorded that last clip, because as you could see, when I went to press the power button, nothing happened. It was just the LED didn't come on, nothing did what it should do, and it was led me to believe that maybe the power supply has something wrong with it or it's bad in some way. So the reason this is a week later is because I ordered a replacement power supply off of eBay, which is right here. So I got a nice brand new power supply. And some pieces of it look a little different when you compare them side by side, but they line up pretty well. And the number on them is the same. Yeah, 1468218-21. So they have the same like little number there on the top, so I assume they are compatible with each other. And look pretty much the same. And I assume maybe the power supply is bad because one thing I noticed, I'll show you here maybe, the inductor coil, it's kind of loose. And this part like right here is kind of it seems like it's broken somewhere here, and it's like kind of loose and wobbly, and maybe it's because of this part here that the whole power supply just doesn't want to turn on. Because I assume if it was some other issue, I would at least have gotten power, and then it just wouldn't have worked right maybe. But it's like no power got to anything. So I'm gonna swap out this power supply and then see if she turns on. Fingers crossed. Because this little inductor coil being all loose and wobbly like that was disconcerting. And there's a little fuse here too, but that looks fine, so I don't think it's up. I don't think that's the problem. But I did get this from a flea market. So let's get rid of this possibly crappy power supply. This back on right. But I think that may have been the problem. This power supply should be pretty plug and play. Stick it right in there like the original one, and falls into place. And this connector into the motherboard. Alright, and these two screws. This is the second screw. So there, alright, and these two screws back into where they need to go. One in, super secure. Alright, now everything looks perfect. Here's like the equivalent, like it looks a little different in the replaced one. With the same little inductor coil thing. This looks like it's properly secured and in place, and nothing appears broken or bad on a first glance. So let us see if this actually turns on now that when I put it back together. So I'll be back with you in a second. Okay everybody, I have it back put together. The top cover's back on. I have it plugged into power right here, and that's all I've done so far just to see if it turns on. Maybe then I'll hook it up to a capture card and maybe actually see if I can get a game going if it turns on. So it's power is connected. Oh please God. I haven't tried it yet. I decided let's once again do it live. And it works! The green light actually is lit. Which means it actually turned on. I don't have a game in it or anything, but a green light is a good first step. The other one gave me no indication of any power. So that proves this power supply was faulty in some way. So let's turn that off for now. Alright, I've done it. I repaired my PlayStation 1 I found at a flea market. Because the guy at the flea market said it worked, but obviously it did not, unless something happened between the time when he tested it to when I got it. But this inductor coil on this old power supply is like loose. There's some kind of like gooey substance in there, which might be some kind of glue that holds something together. But it's like very like wobbly. It's like feels like it's gonna tear right off. And just these little plastic braces around the side are kind of busted. So I assume that maybe something with this part is broken and faulty. Because the capacitors look good. There's no bulging. And everything looks fine, except I tried to clean the board on the back too when I was trying to troubleshoot, because there's a lot of like yellow residue and stuff on the back, which I can kind of tell just probably came from the home of a smoker, and a lot of that's probably cigarette soot and residue when I would rub it with a toothbrush or some Q-tips, it would turn yellow. Rubbing that yellow soot off and stuff and all that tar and whatever. Probably that had been accumulated on it from years of being in the presence of a smoker. I mean, that's partially why it didn't work, because you can see I cleaned it now, but originally there was lots of yellow gunk kind of covering some of the pieces and parts. And even the main board in here, when I would scrub it, the toothbrush would turn yellow with like just the cigarette residue that was getting rubbed off. And you could just smell it too when you open it up. It just smelled kind of like somebody who smoked had been playing with this, or had it in their house for a while. So now there's actually power. So a good first step. Now let's see if it actually reads games and actually functions as a PlayStation 1 should. Power is one thing, but we'll see if the rest of it is actually doing what it has to do. So I'll be back with you in a second to test that out. Okay, everybody, we're back. I've swapped out that power supply, demonstrated it has power. Now I have it hooked up to my Elgato capture card on my computer here. I'm gonna try to push the power button again now that I have the AV all attached and everything. And light's green. And oh my, there it is. Sony computer right there. Yeah, PlayStation 1 booting up. I hear the disc spinning up. Next, okay, PlayStation. Okay, cool. So far so good, everybody. See if we get into that game. Loading. All right. Audio by
Tommy Tellerico Studio.
Okay. It's loading. Sweet. Let's see that sweet logo. Oh yeah, I'm playing the James Bond game. Tomorrow Never Dies. Oh, there it is. And there he is. Boom. Oh, I'm shot. Well, I would call this a rousing success. Ooh, those PS1 level graphics mixed in with some full motion video from the actual movie. Alright. Let's skip all that. Tomorrow Never Dies, press start. Okay, I press the actual start button. Alright. New game. Let's see if I can. I have it all stretched out, but I can probably. I don't know if it needs to be that way. That's fine. I think it's my little device. I have it converting to HDMI as I'm trying to upscale to 1080p. So it's trying to fill this window to stretch it a little bit. Difficulty Agent Level 7. Oh, okay. But we are in Outpost Russian Board. Let's see a second of the game here. Classified. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I was so thrilled when that light turned green when I pushed that power button. It was a stark contrast to around a week ago when I tried, and just nothing happened. The light didn't even turn on. It didn't even flicker. Oh, I'm in. Okay, how do I? All right. Oh, so this is how. Okay, this is like a PS1 era game. Doesn't even use the sticks. It's all just directional pad. That seems kind of. Wait, can I shoot? Can I shoot? Oh, I see. You have to. What the heck? This is all right. All right. How does this work? There we go. X shoots. Remember, this is not a modern shooter, so it doesn't quite operate like you'd think it should. It's very dark looking. You might see what I'm doing. It might just be if I tweak some of the graphical settings on my Elgato. Let's see here. Oh, I do have a few of these filters too. Ow, it's perfect. Boy, they look kind of crappy. I had like some color correction and stuff for my Game Boy Pokemon playthrough, which kind of, I guess, just want to apply to this. Made it all look super dark. But now, look at it go. Now I can see everything, and I no longer have the weird cropping on the edges, cutting some stuff off because I had the screen cropped for Game Boy Advance aspect ratio, so it was all getting messed up. But now, I wish these like analog sticks did something. All right, maybe there's a way to map that in some settings, but well, this is cool. Controls. Okay, yeah, there is no option for the sticks here. Up, down, left, right, then all of the various face buttons, and yeah, this game must have came out in an era before Sony introduced the controller that had analog sticks on it for the PS1. So it did not utilize those sticks. Get out of here. Triangle. Continue. Yes, alright. So it just uses the... Literally. I guess I can sidestep and then zoom in like this and crouch. And this button shoots. Okay. So I guess I just gotta turn and walk straight. But look at this, it's working. I'm in. Well, this has been quite the emotional journey. Oh, am I getting shot? I am. Oh. This is very... Die. Shoot. Gotcha. Alright, this is... Oh, I'm dead. Okay, well... Controls horribly. Gotcha. Pick up some rounds, alright. I don't know. It takes some getting used to. It's been a while since I played a PlayStation 1 game. Gotcha. Yeah, so I haven't played a PS1 game in so long. But, so now this journey of purchasing old cigarette smoke smelling PlayStation 1 from a flea market to the point of now having it fully functional is now complete. I am now able to play my James Bond PS1 games, of which I have 2. Tomorrow Never Dies and The World Is Not Enough. They're the only PS1 games I currently own. I got them recently and didn't have a PS1 to actually play them, so I had been on the lookout. And then saw this at the flea market. I was like, oh, sweet, perfect. That was a good deal. Maybe too good to be true, because then it didn't work. But I was able to fix it. So I think I will wrap this video up and say it was a rousing success in the end. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And ring that notification bell if you want to be notified when I post a video. And I'll see you next time. Bye.